Hello guys, hello mga kapasib, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Jeff, and in this channel, I share our personal journey in achieving FIRE or financial independence, retire early. So how do we do this? To achieve this goal, we are primarily investing in passive income generating assets like rental income. I also do house hacking, and we are now more concentrated on building up our passive income portfolio in our tax-free savings account. So doon tayo magfo-focus guys sa aming passive income portfolio sa aming tax-free savings account. So how do we generate passive income from TFSA? So we do this by investing in covered call ETFs. So what are these covered call ETFs? These covered call ETFs, guys, are exchange traded funds employing covered call strategy to generate income, and that income is then distributed to investors like myself. So it is in the form of dividends. So yun guys, so every week and every month may nare-receive kaming income from this fund that we have in our tax-free savings account, and depends on the fund that we have. Some of them pays weekly and some of them pays monthly. So yun yung ano natin, strategy. So if you wanted to learn more about covered call ETFs, guys, meron akong video in my playlist that explains how it works, and hopefully you will learn something more about these covered call ETFs. But for this video, guys, we are going to reveal our income for the third week of May. So let's go. Okay guys, so for the third week of May, we receive a total of $507.90. And breakdown lang natin kung magkano yung na-receive natin each fund that paid for the third week of May. Okay, so for the third week of May, we received $23.09 from QDTE. So this QDTE or covered call ETF, guys, is Nasdaq 100 index-based covered call ETF. So diversified na siya. Next is from Triple QY. This is from Defiance. We receive a total of $37.26 for the third week of May. Next is YMAG. So this is from YieldMax. YMAG is the Magnificent 7 stocks. Yun yung underlying assets niya. Okay, for this week, we received $47.99. By the way guys, yung mga sinasabi ko is these are the weekly payers that we have. Next is YMAX. So from YMAX, we receive $97.70. So yung YMAX, guys, is another covered call ETF from YieldMax. Next is from TSLY, we received $301.86, and this is also from YieldMax na single stock covered call ETF. Ang underlying asset niya is Tesla. So yun guys, for a total of $507.90 for the third week of May. So if I'm going to convert this based on the conversion rate ngayon ng US to Canada, siguro mga nasa around 700 Canadian dollars din to if you convert it. So yun, not bad. Maganda yung trend ng income na pumapasok natin sa atin for the past I would say past 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Maganda yung pasok ng ating income. This is I think because nakaka-recover ng konti yung stock market due to I think Trump canceling or postponing tariffs in China and some other countries. So yun, bear in mind guys that these covered call ETFs, yung mga income na nare-receive natin dito is variable. So each week iba-iba yung nare-receive natin based on the performance of the fund. So keep that in mind. Although meron mga covered call ETFs that have a like consistent amount of distribution that they give out every month, especially yung hawak natin na Canadian covered call ETF, yung HHIS from Harvest. So yun, that is a Canadian covered call ETF that holds I think right now 15 underlying blue chip stocks. So parang ano siya, concentrated na Nasdaq 100 index. So yun, maganda rin kasi nga mababa, or I can't remember if they charge zero management fees for that fund. So maganda yon. And then meron pa tayo isang Canadian na covered call ETF na single stock, which is PLTE, pays around 30% yield distribution, or around 66 cents per share ang distribution niya. Pero ano yan guys, monthly paying yon, and wala pa ulit tayong nare-receive, or naka-receive na tayo for this month, pero na-discuss ko na siya in the past few weeks. So yan guys, kung curious ka how do we generate income, eto yon, dito kami nagko-concentrate. We're slowly building up our tax-free savings account using yung covered call ETFs, and yun nga, as I've said, these covered call ETFs generate passive income. Isa sa mga dahilan why we choose this strategy or this type of investment is yung sa akin personally, I like something that pays me income on a regular basis, and isa to sa mga strategy na nakita ko aside from the rental income that we get from our rental properties. And yun, especially kung hindi ka naman comfortable to start a business or open up a business from scratch. Alam naman natin na pag business, hindi naman yan passive unless meron ka ng established na business and you have people that you really trust to run your business, and ano ka na lang, mag-aantay ka na lang ng income from that business. So, pero usually pag business talagang kailangan mong tutukan, and medyo nakaka-stress din ang business, diba? It depends on the type of business maybe, and if you're enjoying it, maganda rin naman. Pero sa akin personally, parang mas okay sa akin yung ganito, very minimal lang yung required na amount para makapag-start actually, and then build your way up. And some of them, magkano lang per share ang price ng stocks na to or yung ETF na to, very affordable. So yung entry level or yung entry barrier is very small, kasi nga mura lang, makakapagsimula ka na. Hindi katulad ng ibang business, you have to put out a large sum of money para makapagsimula, and yun nga, and there's no guarantee na yung business na i-build mo or i-open mo is going to earn profit. Tapos mas marami talagang maraming factor. You have the overhead costs and all that. Kung may pasweldohin ka pa, eto ikaw lang talaga yung may control. If the fund that we have inside our tax-free savings account is not performing well, we have the option to sell it and invest or buy another fund that that suits our need and our strategy. So ganun lang kasimple to. So this is strategy guys, nabanggit ko na to sa ibang mga previous videos ko. This is more on income generation, not capital appreciation, although this has the potential to grow your capital as well. Hindi nga lang kasing bilis nung the regular growth strategy, dahil yun is like they're more on capital appreciation. Ito kasi it's like without selling any stocks, kumbaga you're getting the capital appreciation in the form of dividends each month or each week without selling any share. So if that makes sense guys, so ganun siya. So kaya nagustuhan ko siya, flexible siya, can be there's a potential for capital appreciation aside from the income that this strategy generates. So yun guys, kung may tanong kayo, let me know in the comment section down below. And yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe na rin kung may natutunan kayo dito and you find this video valuable. So yun guys, maraming salamat and see you in the next one.